Speaking of porn.
Ugh. So I was shout out to everybody who came to the shows in Plano, Texas this weekend. But funny thing that happened.
That's hilarious.
It's so insane. So on it would have been on a Saturday night. We were like out all day. There's like a 7:00 show. I was like out all day walking around or whatever. Get back at like 6 p.m. and I got to go, rip up to go shower or whatever and go run to the show. I come up.
Finger your ass.
Yeah, finger my ass. I come up to we're on the top floor of this hotel. I come up to the top floor. The door's open.
Good shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Come up to the top floor, and the door's open, and I'm like instantly so confused, right? Because it doesn't look like the floor that I was on. I thought I was in the basement, actually.
Oh, because they changed everything
because
around.
all the lighting was dim on the floor, and there was all these like lanterns, like they have like the lights in the halls. They put these lanterns over them. I'm like, what the hell? And there was a guy. That was the main thing. There was a guy sitting at a table right when you get out of the elevator.
Okay,
right, which is like, what the fuck? And so I'm like, what's going on? The guy goes, are you here for the? He goes, are you here for the party? And I go, no, I just have a room. I got to get to my room. And he goes, what? He goes, there's a private event here tonight. He's like, you can't be on this floor. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm like, I have a room. I'm here like for 4 nights. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, there's been a mistake. He's like, you can't be on the floor. And then I start kind of looking around, and instantly I'm like, oh, this is a swingers thing, right? So the hotel that I was staying at, they accidentally put me on the floor that was running a giant swingers party where they took over.
Interesting. That's how they do it. That they just get like a hotel floor.
Yeah, but they took over.
What hotel was this?
It's called the Cambria. I don't know.
Was it a sleazy hotel?
No, it was a nice hotel. It wasn't like a super nice hotel, but it was like a nice hotel.
Okay,
nice enough. And then so anyways, they're like, the guy's like, and then I get to my room, so I'm like, hey man, I'm like, I got to shower. The guy's like, you got to leave. I'm like, dude, I got to shower. Like, I got to go. Right. I get to my hotel. Right when I walk in my room, phone starts ringing. Right. So I go pick up the phone. The guy's like,
so you sort of blew past this guy.
Well, I go, I have to get to. I'm like, hey man, sorry. Like whatever.
He goes like, you don't understand. You're gonna ruin the party.
He's like, well, no, his whole thing. He actually said eventually, he goes, well, you guys can stay, but it's $100 a person.
$100 a head
if you want to stay on the floor. But he's like, the funny thing too is he goes, it's going to be like loud, crazy all night. Like he kept saying, he goes, you don't want to stay here. Like he kept saying, he goes, you don't want to be here.
Trust me, I've seen the girls that are rolling through. You don't want to be here.
He's like, you don't want to stay here. It's going to be loud. He's like, God knows what time it's going to be going to.
Lord, it's funny. That guy just doesn't really want to be the job. He's like, he just got to book that job. He's like, Lord, if I was you, I would not be. Lord knows if I had a choice, I would not be here myself.
So anyways, and then I get to my room, the phone rings, I pick it up, the manager, he's like, hey man, I'm sorry. He's like, you have to pack up all your stuff and we have a different room for you.
They're coming.
He's like, you have to. He's like, I'm so sorry, you have to. I'm like, dude, I can't right now. He's like, you have to.
I would love if a bunch of guys with pineapples just walked into your room. He's like, where you going? Things are just getting started. The guy's on the phone. Hello, Danny. You gotta
get out. Take the stairs. Whatever you do, get out of there. So, anyways,
well, we got some fresh blood. It appears.
So there was a whole swingers party on the floor. It was so funny. So they're like, basically the deal is, it's all the rooms are like theme rooms. They booked the whole floor.
What's the theme?
So there's various themes. So the only themes I could confirm that I saw is there was a Sibian room. There was one room with the Sibian, and the rules are, so here's the thing. Can I say the name of the website? Does it matter?
Well, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, okay. So it's called groupinkellertx.com. They say that we're the longest continuous running lifestyle group in North Texas. So if you're interested, coming up May 11th, they have another hotel takeover. May 11th in honor of Mother's Day. It's the MILF theme, honoring mothers on Mother's Day weekend.
Imagine you go to your mom, you're like, hey, I was thinking about coming over for dinner. She goes, I got plans.
They're doing a little honoring mothers. And it's so funny too, all the promotional materials have all these like super hot chicks, like all 10s.
What do the people look like?
10s.
There's
no 10s.
What did the girls look like?
So for all I saw one couple. They were like in their
Barb and Doug?
mid-60s probably, I would guess. Both gray hair.
Gray hair?
Yeah, they were at the bar. The chick looked like she probably was hot like 30 years ago.
Okay.
Probably she's dressed like a bit like a stripper, kind of had those vibes. And then I saw two groups of like nerds, like they were younger, but they were like really like nerdy, like chicks with purple hair. They look like they
anime
were
conference.
Kind of vibes or whatever. But so I went to their website, and this is on their website. It says, how does a hotel floor takeover work? And this says, we have secured a private floor. Once past the curtain, you can have as much or no clothes on. You have two train of thoughts. You get a room and set up a theme room with your door wide open for couples, solo females to enter. And here are some suggested themes.
Crypto zone.
I get one. I'm just watching sports. I go, hey, this is just the sports room. Just chill, take a load off. Not that kind of load, but so these are the type of example rooms that they have: massage, karaoke, cum dump.
What's cum dump? Karaoke in the swingers party.
Yeah, hey man, sometimes you just want to chill, right? Karaoke, cum dump, Sibian / motor bunny, which they had.
What's cum dump? You think?
I don't know.
Like, what is that? That's where you
maybe there's just like a chick waiting there, and you just kind of go do your biz.
You go dumping her, and then
leave. I don't know.
That's one of the. That also is one of those things maybe where they always expect that they're gonna have more girls than they do.
Yeah.
So they're just like, oh yeah, and that's where like the hottest girl goes, and everyone comes and dumps her, and there's like, oh, which one's the cum dump? Like, we've actually never had a cum dump.
It's possible. They have so Sibian motor buddy, which they did have, hot sensual wax, flogging, shots. That's the one I want to know. What's shots?
Wasn't shots like of alcohol?
I don't. Okay, I don't know.
Maybe
Gangbang, train, bondage, kink, dark room, electrostimulation, dance, nudist, glory hole.
So funny.
Lap dance.
Glory hole.
That's the one.
They bring one,
dude. So I go. Is it like you bring a carpenter with you? Like, how does that work? Is there a guy just has like a piece of drywall with him?
With a hole in it?
Yeah. You're like, how do you? I think I figured it out though. What happens is you probably. You remove like from the bathroom, you just remove like the door handle because that's like a hole naturally. So you probably just unscrew the door handle and then you have the hole there, I guess. But it's funny because the guy's like, it's going to be wild, man. He's like, you do not want to be here, all this stuff. And then,
oh, believe you me, the last man who came never lived to tell the tale.
But yeah, so
he was walking funny for days.
And the deal is, so it's no solo guys. It's what do we have here? It's $100. No solo, $90 for couples. No solo guys. It is $10 for solo females, which is like, what are you charging them $10 for? You should be happy that
the guy's praying for them, I guess, to convince them.
But
to
they're
go.
solo females though. Once you're a couple, you're a couple. And
why charge them anything?
That's a different. Why
pay
charge
them?
Pay them $100. Please come here, right? So, anyways, that was the whole thing. And then at the end of the night at 2 a.m., we went to some bar in like downtown Dallas. We got back, and my girl was like, she's like, I have to see what's going on up there. So we took the elevator.
Okay, I'll meet you back.
Yeah.
So anyway, she comes back 3 hours later, and she had all the info.
She goes, the cum dump was wild. But there's another funny thing.
You're just in your room texting her like,
hey, are you done up there?
She's like, oh, it's hilarious. I'm gonna
so funny. Everybody's so nice. They had a
comes
snacks
into your room walking funny. Like, those guys are crazy.
Dude, one of the rooms was a snacks room, like a snacks and just like, dude, they had crock pots with meatballs in them and stuff. There was one crock pot with meatballs, and there was one crock pot with chicken legs. Because I guess like meatballs you think is not like
the guy's got meatball sauce on his chest.
Sex, like a sex event, and there's a fucking meatball room. But anyways, we went up there at 2 a.m. It was over. It was like we went up there, it was done. Like everybody was asleep, fast asleep. Crazy.
Just one lone guy riding the Sibian.
He just got it on like.
What took you so long?
No, it's like some guy just used it on like some knot in his back.
Really hurt myself over at the glory hole.
The thing is, they're all old.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Like they're all old dudes. Most like pretty much. You're like, how many really like goes do they have in them?
How many what? Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Anyway, so at 2 a.m. it was done. They were all just fast asleep, and but it's crazy because probably people checked into the hotel for that floor like the next day. You know. Yeah. I was saying to my girl that
you didn't know that you're sleeping on where the cum dump
that should be like a you know when you buy a house that's had a murder in it and they have to tell you.
They should have to tell you.
It should be like a murder house where you go, hey, just so you know, this is the gangbang room.
You should 100% have to know that you were in the Sibian room. Yeah.
So anyways.
Do they bring in their own Sibian?
Yeah, of course.
So one guy's coming with a pommel horse. Dude, that is so funny to think beforehand. The guy, the 70-year-old man and his wife loading their Sibian into the hatchback.
Sure.
The guy's tied it to the roof. So he can get it. He's got his hand on the Sibian on his way to the swingers party at the Cambria.
The bungee cords on the roof. Yeah, it was. I mean, I will say a lot of false advertising if you go to their website because every promotional image is like just models. Yeah. So anyways, that's
a hilarious thing to like accidentally walk in the wrong floor.
Yeah. And I mean, this is crazy. I don't know if I should say this. Maybe we can cut this out. Maybe not. But one of the models on one of these photos is JJ's.
Oh, someone. Whoa. A friend of JJ's is one of the models.
Actually one of the models. But again, she's
not there.
Fuck no. This is the Better Business Bureau is going to be hearing about this on Sunday, where people are like, "Yeah, I was promised a model, and instead I got a 65-year-old mom."
That's like if they had John Stamos on the promotional photo for the bathhouse.
Yeah, exactly. It was getting fast and loose, but anyways, yeah, it was. I couldn't believe it.
That's fucking great shit, though.
The glory hole was the craziest one because I was like, how does that even work?